Hey YouTubers, it's CrystalWitch2005. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I just want to try to get back on the ball of doing videos on a regular basis. Um, First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Let's start 2011 off on a positive note, and it's always good to look back at the previous year. So I want to just kind of go through what my year has been like, and because I have had a lot of changes this past year, and as usual I have a little list of things that I'm going to refer to. First off, in January, the year didn't really start off that well for me because I had to deal with the death of my uncle on January 15th, and that was kind of a hard time for me. That's kind of, if you've been watching my channel, that's kind of what started me looking for my path, incorporating my Christian beliefs into Wiccan beliefs and kind of melding those two together. So I mean, January had a kind of a dismal start because I knew with my uncle having cancer that the end was coming near. It wasn't looking good for him for having another year. So, January was kind of a tough month for me, but with that I also found out more about what I believe and who I am as a person. Now, and that's also around the time, it was either January or February, somewhere around there, that I actually started my YouTube channel. Maybe it was March, I can't remember. But I should have probably looked before I started this video, but I just kind of wanted to get a video out there because I haven't done a video in a while, and I'd really like to, talk to you guys about what my year was like. So, February, I had a lot of stuff dealing with work and everything, that we were prepping for this huge inspection for February, and it was at the end of February, so every day for February basically was either like working 12 hours a day, and on Saturdays working a 12-hour day, and then sleeping all day Sunday, basically. So February was a busy month for me, and I barely remember doing anything but working in February. March, I again was working a lot, dealing with the stuff after the inspection, the stuff that they found wrong, correcting that, stuff like that. I also started to look into colleges, and I started my college classes with DeVry University, or started to apply for my college classes with DeVry University. And I had a PT test and all that in March. So it was a lot of getting physically fit and everything, getting ready for all that. And then in April I started my college classes, and I joined the base honor guard and everything. So that was a lot of April for me, is just, again, a lot of prep work for college classes up until when my college classes started towards the end of April, and a lot of prepping for the honor guard at the end of April, whenever it started up. May, I had a lot of honor guard. I had a lot of responsibilities over there that I was doing, and everything. So a lot of that was taken up by that. I also started up my team for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. If you go on their website, and you click on the Wichita, Kansas link, I can't exactly describe how to go there. They have a way to find teams in Wichita, Kansas. If you go on there and click on Veterans Against Cancer, that is my team that I started up for the the base that I'm at and everything. So if you go on there and if you want to donate to American Cancer Society, you can donate on that website in the name of somebody that you know, and all that. So a little shameless plug, go ahead and go there if you want. I would really appreciate it. And you can make a donation on behalf of somebody that you love, or on behalf of yourself, and learn more about the American Cancer Society there. Let's see, June was the Relay for Life. I was also doing honor guard and college classes, and I even got into a little trouble in June. So June kind of made it a bad month for me. So yeah, where the year started off, it just kept on going downhill a little bit in June, and that kind of spilled over into July, dealing with all the repercussions of the trouble that I got into and everything. Again, still doing college classes on top of that. They were all online classes, so it was like, you know, whenever I would go home, I'd have college classes for a couple hours doing stuff on there. And but then in August, the year started to take a little bit of a turn for me, because I found out that I was going to be promoted to staff sergeant. And again, college and work and everything, I got switched to night shift in August. So that was also kind of around the time that I found out that I was going to be a Pagan Perspective substitute. So, and if you guys haven't watched the Pagan Perspective collab channel, oh, excuse me, go ahead and go onto there and check out all the videos that we've done. So September, again, college classes. I had another PT test that I had to do. We do them every 6 months, so you have 2 a year. And so it was a lot of, you know, going to a gym and trying to make sure that I'm still physically fit and all that. And also a lot of work with, you know, the night shift and everything. So it kind of made for kind of a crazy time, working nights, and then you sleep during the day and you have your afternoons and everything. But it's kind of a different schedule, especially if you have something going on during the day, that like an appointment or something like that. So a lot of work and college classes and everything. Let's see, where was it? October. In October, it kind of started a much anticipated start for my year and a day. I started that on the day before Halloween, so, or Samhain, however you guys, whatever you guys want to call it. I started on the day before so I can end on Samhain 2011. And I was also prepping for we have an Airman Ministry Center on base that is a religiously diverse center, so that people can come and not feel offended, or who can talk about their faith, you know, with other people without being judged on, you know, who they are and what they believe and everything. And we were throwing a Halloween party for our grand reopening, or reopening, because they had construction and everything. So we were getting stuff ready for that in October, prepping for all that stuff. And I also found out when I would start my Airman Leadership School, which, if you guys aren't in the Air Force, what it is it's a professional military education course that if you don't go through it, you don't put on your next, or you don't put on a non-commissioned officer's rank. So I had to go through that, or I had to prep for that in October, and it started in November. And during that time, I had a couple responsibilities and everything. I was the class first sergeant, which is like second highest in the class, and I just had to make sure everything was running smoothly and everything. So, and it's a lot of studying, a lot of, there's 4 tests that they give, and they are very, very hard tests. So, it was a lot of studying for that. And there were some good times and bad times, and I think the good times outweigh the bad on the most part. So, it was a lot of fun. And there was Thanksgiving, and then in December I was still doing the ALS class, which ended on December 16th. And then it gave me some time to prep for Christmas and Yule and everything else. And then I thought family was going to come out to visit me at the end of December to watch me get promoted, and certain circumstances happened that they couldn't. So, yeah, I was kind of prepping my apartment. I got my apartment almost all the way clean, as amazing as that may sound. I've been putting it off for a long time because of everything else that happened in the year. It just kind of took a backseat to everything. So, now that I have a somewhat clean apartment, I can now focus on other things that I have wanted to do, mainly with my year-in-a-day study, and also some things I have to do for work. I have what are called career development courses, which are books that I have to study and everything so that I can progress in my military career. And I have 2 of those, 2 books that I have to study and take a test on. So up until February, I'm going to be working on those. So between that and my year-in-a-day study, which has also kind of sort of taken a backseat. I mean, I've been studying a little bit here and there. I've done a lot of meditating, which I've kind of wanted to do, and I've done at least, I'd say, 2 or 3 meditations per week. And except for I think this is the past 2 weeks, I've kind of slacked on doing my meditations as much. But yes, my year-in-a-day did start on October 30th, and it kind of has a slow start for me, and I'm going to try to start doing more and more, getting more into the books. I also found out that I may be getting deployed, so if I do, then I will still be trying to put up videos while I'm deployed. But just to give you guys a heads up, if I am deployed, it may be a little bit different than what it usually is, even though I haven't made a video in the last 2 months on this channel. It may be a little bit more time in between. So, but yes, if I get deployed, I will definitely let you guys know. I really hope that I actually get this deployment, because it's going to be buco cash, especially with my new rank being effective today, which is awesome. So yeah, that's about all there is to say about 2010. It's been a busy year, had a lot of downfalls, but also a lot of successes in my military career, and for me as a person. So I just wanted to let you guys know all that, and that my New Year's resolution, even though I don't really like to do New Year's resolutions, I'm going to set a goal, not really a resolution as much as a goal, that I will do at least 1 video per week for 2011. Now, if things happen and all that, don't freak out, you know, and say, oh, you missed a week. So, but yeah, I will be trying to make a video per week for 2011, and I can see now that my time is running out. So, until next time, may your ancestors be with you. Bye.